Okay, so in this video, we're going to go over converting equations from standard form to slope-intercept form, okay? In these notes, there's also a graphing review. We're going to graph these equations once we put them in slope-intercept form, but I won't cover that in the video. If you need a refresher there, you can go to the video titled Graphing Lines Using Slope and Y-Intercept, okay? So we've got an equation here that's considered to be in standard form, all right? Negative 5x plus y equals 3. And we want to write that in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Okay, that's important for quite a few reasons, but the main thing is we want to be able to pull the slope directly from the equation once we've written it in the correct form. We can also pull the y-intercept from that equation, and we could graph more easily. All right. If you'll think back, when we went over equations in standard form and finding the x and y-intercept, it might be easier to graph in certain cases using the standard form, but we always want to be able to convert from standard form to slope-intercept form for a number of reasons, okay? So the main thing is we need to understand that y has to be on its side by itself to be in slope-intercept form. So that means I'm going to have to move the x term to the other side first, okay? And when I do that, this negative 5x on the left side becomes positive 5x on the right side. Now, I'm going to put the x first because in slope-intercept form, the x term comes first. So when I write that out, it's y equals 5x plus 3. Okay, negative 5x on the left side became positive 5x on the right side. Okay, now I'm in slope-intercept form. I have y by itself. Then I'm good to go. So I can say the slope is going to be 5. Okay, and the y-intercept is going to be 3. So because I have these two pieces of information, I've got everything I need to do to graph this line, okay? The y-intercept is 3, so I would put an ordered pair right here. The slope is positive 5, so from there I can go up 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1. Or from positive 3 at the y-intercept, I could go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and left 1, okay? But either way, the graph's going to look like this, okay? All right, let's look at example 2. Scrolling on down here, okay? So our equation in standard form, 3x plus 2y equals negative 12. So again, I want to move the x term over to the right side. And when I do that, it becomes negative, okay? I always want to put that first again. It's just a good habit to create. You want to be in the form y equals mx plus b, so that means the x term is going to come first over here, okay? Well, I don't have y by itself there. There's a 2 there also, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide everything by 2, okay? Well, what that does here, these 2's are going to cancel out, so that leaves me with y by itself on the left side, okay? Here, negative 3 over 2 can't simplify, so we're going to leave that in fraction form. And then this last piece here, negative 12 over 2, that does simplify to negative 6. Okay, so let's show those steps. So 2y over 2 is 1y, so I'm good to go there. Negative 3x over 2 is negative 3 halves x. And negative 12 over 2 is negative 6. Okay, so again, this is in slope-intercept form. So the slope is always going to be the coefficient of x, or the number in front of x, and that's going to be negative 3 halves. And the y-intercept is going to be this constant out here that's by itself, in this case, negative 6, okay? So when you're graphing, again, you can go back and watch that video. It's titled Graphing Lines Using Slope and Y-intercept, okay? But we can go down here to negative 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be our y-intercept right there. Our slope is negative 3, so down 1, 2, 3, and right 2, or from negative 6, we can go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and left 2, 1, 2. So our line's going to go through here, okay? Remember, negative slopes go down and to the right. All right, let's do one more. Example 3, we've got an equation in slope-intercept form, okay? I'm going to move the x over to the right side first. So negative 4x coming over here becomes positive 4x, okay? I'm going to divide everything by 5, okay? And what that leaves me with is y equals 4/5 x. 4 over 5 can't be simplified, so we keep that fraction. So 4/5 x plus 20 divided by 5 is 4, okay? So the slope is going to be the coefficient of x, 4/5, and the y-intercept is going to be 4. Okay, so you guys should know how to graph that by now. Plot the y-intercept at 4, then up 4 and right 5, or down 4 and left 5. That'll give you the points you need to draw the line. Okay, so that's how you convert from standard form into slope-intercept form.